Hi everybody, Alex here with part 4 of my spring pickups video series. So these are pickups from the last 2.5 months, basically from late March until mid-May. And today's video is about toys and collectibles. If you missed parts 1, 2, or 3, be sure to check out the links in the description below. Alright, let's dive in. First off, I got some pretty cool stuff at our local bin store, which is called Treasure Hunt Deals. Found the Zelda Uno set, and it is complete. The box is a little ripped, but again, just $2. And then I grabbed, these were actually bundled together in a bag, but they are action figure scale folding chairs, which I thought were kind of fun. You know, maybe use them for like a diorama or with like a wrestler or something, make them hit somebody. Thought those were cool. And then this, it's actually from a game. If you're familiar with Pop Up Pirate, there was a Nintendo version with Mario that comes out, but unfortunately I couldn't find the other pieces, but I thought just the pipe itself was kind of cool. It might scale well with the bigger talking Mario figure. I think it's like Let's Go Mario or something like that. I'll throw up a photo here for reference, but I felt like it would scale well with this pipe. Then a couple other things I got. Speaking of Mario, I found a Shy Guy mask that I thought was really cool. It is a little dirty, and I think it originally had some sort of, just like see-through mesh over the eyepieces, but I can easily replace that. And I just thought it was neat for $2. I love Mario Shy Guy stuff, so why not? And another mask I thought was kind of cool is this wolf mask. And I did a Google search, it just comes up as like generic anime wolf mask, but to me, it looks a lot like Amaterasu from Okami. And, I'll throw up a photo for comparison here. What do you think? I think it's pretty close. It's even got the little, like, curly bits in the ears, and, like, the facial markings look pretty close. So for $2, I thought it was cool. Then moving on, looks like in a Goodwill, I found this really cool Super Mario Brothers jigsaw puzzle, and it comes in a tin that's shaped like an NES cartridge. And that was just $2.99, not too bad. And also, this I was kind of shocked to find. It's an original Pokemon Pikachu kickball. And this is like an authentic one from 1998. So this is like an original Pokemon kickball, and it is in remarkably good shape. So I don't know if the kids that own this just never used it or what, but I mean, it needs a little bit of air, but otherwise, that is pretty awesome. Then, speaking of Pokemon, I found this pretty cool Pokemon, or Pikachu bucket hat. I don't know for sure that this is an authentic or like official product because it has the Detective Pikachu logo as well as Pokemon Center Europe logo, and then there's an image of Detective Pikachu on the top. So I don't know if this was like an actual promo item for either the Pokemon Center or the film in Europe, but I thought it was kind of cool, and it was only $3.99. Definitely add that to the Pokemon collection. Then moving on, I found a tube with a bunch of Crest brush and floss stickers on it for 99 cents. But if you're like me and you grew up in the 90s, you immediately recognize this as a Pog tube. So this thing is chock full of Pogs. It's got lots of like World Pog Federation official ones. There's lots of poison Pogs and all kinds of good stuff in there. Definitely grabbing that for 99 cents. Got this kind of cool looking pixelized gun, and it was just $1.99. So I don't have batteries in it at the moment, but I was assuming it would make noise because there's like a little speaker grill here, but it just lights up when you click the button. So still, I thought it was kind of a fun little like display piece, pixel gun, why not? I found this very cool little bell It was $1.99, and it may be hard to make out on the video there, but it has the hiragana on the back that reads Okame, which in Japanese can translate to turtle, which is also kind of like a good luck symbol, or turtle or tortoise. And so this is considered I believe it's like the Okame no mask that would be in, like traditional stage plays or something. But I lived in Japan for 5 years, 2005 to 2010, and I love like little trinkets and stuff, so whenever I find them cheap, I pick them up. And moving on, got some fun Disney stuff. I found this really cool Pete's Dragon popcorn bucket. So it was a little pricey. It was $7.99, but this is like an actual Disney Parks thing, and it does have the shoulder strap for the, I think it was like the 50th anniversary of Disneyland, yeah. And it's probably impossible to see on the video, but it does light up. Let me try holding it back further. So it's got kind of like the illumination effect from... It's the parade. I can't think of the name right now. I've never actually been to a Disney park, but I've seen pictures, and they look cool. Then, speaking of Disney, I also found a pair of Mickey Mouse gloves from Disney. So it's like an official... I don't know if it was like from a Disney park or maybe like the Disney store, but they're like oversized giant Mickey hands, and it was just $4.99. And I'm sure that costs more than that at the Disney store. Actually, yeah, it has a price tag right there, $19.95. And then, it's not Disney, but kind of in the same vein, I found one of the Chipettes. It's Jeanette from the classic Alvin and the Chipmunks cartoon that I grew up with and loved in the 80s. She was just $1.99. Her glasses aren't attached, that's why I'm holding them in place here. But, yeah, I just, kind of found the doll lying face down on top of the records at a Goodwill. I'm like, what is this? It's Jeanette! So, I had to grab that. And then, continuing on, I got quite a few plush over the last few months, so let me rapid fire through those. This one is just kind of like a generic gamer plush, but I thought it was cute. It's, obviously reminds me of like a Space Invader alien. He's holding a little controller. So, it was only 99 cents. Then, let's grab this bag. So, I found a T-Rex from Jurassic Park. If you watched my previous video, I think I found both the Dilophosaurus and maybe it was a bigger T-Rex or a raptor, but very cool for 99 cents. Then I found Sam the Snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the classic Rankin Bass animated film. I found a Riolu Pokemon plush. And found a very cool Meowth plush. And this, I think... Yeah, it's dated 1997. So it's like one of the originals. And that was just $2.99. Not bad. Couple more down here. So there were a couple pretty good plush bags at, I think they were at Savers. So this one, hopefully you can see, has a Pac-Man ghost. So after Pac-Man eats the power pellet when they turn blue. And then there's also a really cool little Bullet Bill from the Mario games. And then this one was $3.49. But it's got this really cool... I'll just pull them out. It's a Tokidoki Unico plush. And then there is a cool Waldo plush. So, if you're looking for him, here he is. And then finally, this very cool Diddy Kong plush. So, if you watch one of my recent videos, I actually found the old BD&A beanbag plush. But this one is slightly different. It's from a company called Toy Sight. And hopefully you can see in the video there, his body is like a beanbag, but his head is hard plastic. So these were originally sold through the Nintendo Power Super Power Supplies catalog. And unfortunately I couldn't find any of the other Kongs, but still happy to find Diddy. Then, let's see, another absolutely amazing plush bag here. Let me show the price first. $3.99. And this is unopened, so I'm not, like, messing with you here. So first off, we got this really cute little owl. Reminds me of, like, a puffkin. I don't know. I think it's just a generic thing. So, okay, nothing special. A little owl, right? Then this... I don't actually know what this is. It's labeled Pokemon Center. But it's just like... It looks like a little pipe or like a planter or something. If anybody knows what this is from, let me know. I honestly have no idea. I didn't realize this was in there. Okay, but anyway, this is how I spotted this bag. It's Elekid! And this is the original Hasbro plush from, like, what, 2000, I would say? I mean, it says 1998, but, I mean, he's definitely from Gold and Silver. I don't know. But yeah, awesome. Original plush. And then there's also an original Psyduck, a little beanbag plush. But wait, there's more. There's a Splatoon Inkling Squid. And then there's a Magikarp. But this, I couldn't believe this when I spotted it. This is actually the electronic flapping Magikarp. I think this was like, if I remember correctly, it was like a GameStop exclusive, and I want to say it was like $20 or even $25 when it first came out. And I got this whole bag for $3.99. Insanity. Speaking of classic Pokemon plush, I found an even bigger Psyduck with the original tag, and this was just 99 cents. Then I found a little Flareon Pokemon Center plush. Again, 99 cents. Continuing on with the Pokemon, I found a Build-A-Bear Eevee plush with its outfit. Now, I've actually picked up, this is the third one I've bought. So I bought one at MGC last year, then I found another at a Goodwill, and then this was at Salvation Army for $5.99, which is a little expensive. But the reason I bought this one is not only because it had the pajamas, but let's see, where's the foot? Check this out. It's the talking version. It has the sound box. So I couldn't believe it. I'm surprised, like, the batteries still work and everything. So definitely had to grab that. And speaking of Build-A-Bears, I also found Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And he was just $1.99. Yeah, he's not a talking one, but still very cool. Has a shell and everything. Speaking of Ninja Turtles, I found the original Raphael plush. Unfortunately missing his bandana, but otherwise in very good shape. I don't think he has the tags, but still, like, this is the plush I had when I was a little kid, so that's awesome. Then a couple more. There is this very cool Disney Dale plush from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I actually have a Chip plush already with, you know, his little jacket and fedora, so now I have a matching Dale. And then a couple Nintendo plushies. I found Rosalina for 99 cents. And I found a Chain Chomp. Very cool, with an actual chain. He was a little more expensive, $4.49, but I just thought that was too cool to pass up. And then one final plush. Found this enormous Snorlax. He is so cool. I think these are, you know, probably like $25, $30 plush. It was $6.99. Not bad at all. It's in really good shape. Okay, moving on. I got quite a few board games, or like tabletop games, so let me rapid fire through those. First off, I got the Blockbuster Party game, and this is completely unused. Everything inside is sealed. I thought that was kind of cool. I grew up with Blockbuster. I loved going there to rent movies. And it was $3.49, and I think red tags were half off the day I got this. So super, super cheap. Then I found a Pokemon Guess That Pokemon game. So it's basically Guess Who, but with Pokemon. So I thought that was really neat. And it was just $3.49. Not bad. Then I got Back to the Future, Back in Time board game from Funko. And this, I think, also is, like, completely unused. Yeah, everything is sealed inside. And that was just $1.99. Like, I've heard some of these Funko games aren't amazing, but, I mean, for $2, it's got, like, a bunch of cool little figures of the characters and a DeLorean. Like, it's worth it just for that, I think. Then got a game that I've been wanting to try called Ticket to Ride. It was only $3.99. I'm pretty sure this sells for like 45 or 50 bucks new. And it is complete. I went through, not at the store because there's so many pieces, but when I got home I counted all the cards, all the trains. It's all in there. Awesome, awesome deal on that. Got a Simpsons board game that I had never seen before. So I've collected almost, to my knowledge, every other Simpsons board game. I have like the Simpsons Jeopardy and Clue and Wheel of Fortune and Operation and so on. But this one I had never seen before. This looks like it came out in the year 2000. And I think I went through and it might be missing like a couple cards or something. But it was really cheap. I think it was, yeah, it's just $2.99. And I think pink tags were even half off. So, you know, I figure if I find another one, I can pick it up and at least get one complete set for not a lot of money. Then I also found a Domino Rally set, if anyone else remembers these. But this is a really cool one. It's a glow-in-the-dark stunt set. So it's got these cool, like, little ghosts that pop up, and all the dominoes themselves glow in the dark. And let's see, this was very cheap. $1.99. And I'm pretty sure it is complete. That's cool. Then a couple other things here. So this, it's all in Japanese, as you can see, but it says, it's in English here, it's Bowling Stadium, or Bowlingu Stadium. So it's, let me show you the back, it might be a little easier to see. So it's basically like, kind of like that game Rebound, if you ever played that. But it's like there's like a little pinball shooter, and you have to shoot the ball off a ramp, or you can, there's various ways to like set this up. But it's kind of neat. It's like just a mini bowling game, and it was very, very cheap. I think, yeah, $3.99, and it still has the original Japanese tag here. So it was 3,300 yen, which would have been the equivalent of like $30-ish. So very cool find. And a couple more things. Found something I had no idea existed. It's a Viewmaster 3D trivia quiz. So it's a board game that comes with a Viewmaster. And this was pretty cheap too. Yeah, $2.99. Very cheap. And it is complete, but it's kind of cool. So it's got like, you know, there's a game board and everything, but it comes with an exclusive set of reels and a Viewmaster. So I always loved Viewmasters growing up, and somehow never knew this existed. And then one final board game, I got the Monopoly Gamer Mario Kart game, and it was just $1.99. And what's kind of cool is I opened it up, and it has all of the cards for the main game, but in addition to the 4 normal playing pieces, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad, it also has 3 of the bonus, or like, I think they call them power packs, that were sold separately. So we've got Yoshi, a Shy Guy, and Bowser. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Bowser's card, but it does have Yoshi and Shy Guy's cards. So these figures alone are worth well more than $2, so I was very happy to find this and get such a good deal on it. Then one additional, it's not a board game, it's more of like an action game. I just thought this looked really cool. It's called Coconut Climbers. And it was tagged $5.49, but red tags were half off, so it was only, what's that, $2.75? And I haven't been able to get it to work yet. I feel like there might be like a gear loose on the inside or something. I noticed you can like turn this thing at the top, and it moves this red dial across, and then the buttons are supposed to control the monkeys, I guess. So it says stop the monkeys before they reach the top. I don't know. It was cool, and it looks cool, and it was cheap. Then few more things here. A couple building sets. This one was actually from the bin store, Treasure Hunt, that I mentioned a few minutes ago. But it is a generic Lego Santa's sleigh set. But what I thought was kind of neat is the reindeer are like in scale with minifigures, and they're, you know, everything is in here. I opened it up and checked, and they're like pretty decent quality for a generic Lego set. And speaking of Legos, I got a handful of Lego sets. So I found this monster truck. It's Lego set number 60251. It's unopened. The box is a little ratty, but it was just $3.99, and I think I probably got like 25% off too. So good deal on that. And then at a Salvation Army, I found this holiday camper van. That's set number 60283, and that was just $6.97. And this is also brand new and unopened. So really good deal on that one. And then this is unfortunately not complete, but just a very, very cool vintage set. I say vintage, I think it's from like 1998, so it's pretty old. This is a Lego Insectoids set. It's called the Celestial Stinger. It's set number 6969. So all the pieces were loose. I put them in a couple Ziploc bags just so nothing would fall out. It's unfortunately missing the minifigures, but it does have the electronic piece, and it does still work, surprisingly. And this was $6.99, which isn't bad for, you know, a vintage set, even if it isn't complete. And then last but definitely not least, a Lego set that I've wanted for a very long time that my fiance was nice enough to get for me for my birthday, which was back in April. The Lego Indoor Speeder Chase. So it is an awesome speeder bike set. Oh my god. When they announced this, I was so freaking hyped because I love speeder bikes. I want to add, you know, every new speeder bike toy to my collection, and this was no exception. So very, very happy to get this for my birthday. Thank you to her if she's watching. But yeah, another awesome addition to the collection. So that is it. A ton of stuff, as always. But again, this is about 2.5 months worth of stuff. This isn't all from like one day or 1 week even. It's, you know, quite a bit of time. But still, a lot of cool stuff. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you want any more information about anything. Again, if you missed parts 1, 2, or 3, check out the links in the description below. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe because there's lots more on the way. And check out some of my other videos. I do other stuff other than pickups, believe it or not. Just not recently. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again.